Bentornati su Divinity Original Sin. Andiamo avanti. Allora, ho comprato dal mercante di sopra questa cintura che dà uno di manifattura. Ho provato qualche ricetta e più che altro quelle con i funghi, così sono tutte resistenze. Sono riuscito a fare la freccia d'argento e basta. Poi il resto, farina, tazza d'acqua. Per adesso andiamo avanti così. Salvataggio. Allora, cerchiamo di capire un attimo. Allora, andiamo a... Adesso cerco di andare a vedere cosa c'è qui. Quindi, poi cercherò di fare qualche missione, se riesco a capire. E qui le missioni ce ne sono tante.
Sightseal isn't so bad on a quiet day like this, is it?
Sì, sui... cieli.
Oh, how nice it is of you. The very... Pray, let me be forward with you. Oh, I am but an aged elf that has seen the
Elfo.
years parade in long succession. You, you would listen to my grievances? Hot spiced wine and a snug little room awaits us on the king.
Era il granchio reale. Il granchio reale è la... devo andare di sopra. Va bene. Era qui praticamente. Cosa che... Proprio se era già scoperta o... C'è qui.
So, what's the bad news?
La
More
ah
orcs
no, no.
rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent an... This here is my family business. Yes, there's been a Roberts escorting stiffs into the next life since the foundation of Seal itself. Sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. Especially not these days. I just concern myself with giving the remains a respectable exit from life. We set him to
Era
rest in the
nord.
north. What about it? Didn't I just say we gave it a respectable send-off? Why are you giving me the third degree?
È incazzato.
The death man is nervous as a squirrel. I'm certain he's hiding something.
She said it, not
Cimitero
me.
nord. Ah. Però non può andare di sopra. C'è la chiave. No, adesso chiama. No, non voglio farti fuori, cazzo. F. Fa fuori il becchino. Oh, non so che piega prenderà. Piega prenderà la faccenda. Sa che gli svuoto tutto. E tu una mannaggia. Però mi sa che ho fatto un errore.
There you are. You were rather conspicuously absent during that last fight I was in. There really is no need for that snide attitude.
E quindi a sto punto.
One man's trash is another man's trash.
Abilità?
Looks like the
Ah,
mortician is
giuro.
rather suspicious about Jake.
What could Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, or Evelyn have to do with it?
Applicati. Quindi. Beh, sono stato un po' brutale però. D'altronde noi siamo un po' come i servizi segreti, quindi possiamo fare un po' il cazzo che ci pare. Anche uccidere se necessario. Andiamo a sentire cosa vuole ora. Primo piano, Oltretutto adesso posso andare a vendere tutta la roba che ho preso.
How gratifying to see you return. You are quickly becoming my favorite customer.
Oggetto molto utile, un'arma meno utile. Oh, non so se sta roba serve per riparare o ne terrò uno e basta.
The hunters go stalking in the night. By the needles of the million bleeder, they'll end it all in blood.
Questo, ma. Bene.
I am. You would no need to worry.
Vabbè, questa roba qua così. È stesso.
Soon the last will be beaten.
Ma una mano, 31,53.
The torturer. All hail Grog. All hail his hot-steeled instruments.
Canteggiare iniziativa. Che lo posso dare? Ah, Scarlet.
By the filed teeth
Potrebbe no.
our soul shredder. The end is nigh. Death comes a creeping for you, Victoria!
Sclerare.
How gratifying to see you return. You are quickly becoming my favorite customer.
Bastone. Vabbè. Bomba. Raggio. Ah, andiamo a vedere. Dov'è?
Last will be beaten.
Questo.
Like the anvil of Grog. Ah, you have come. Yes, that is most
Pazzo.
satisfactory. The game, yes, a game of blood and the elves of Gandavon. They lived in peace. Oh yes, but one night when them all undone, every last one of us, except for me, the Midnight Rambler. I may be frail, a withered grey, but the wealth of kings is mine. Countless assassins, I have tracked her down. By the curse of the spine spear I have. She does not know her ill-shapen sun is setting fast. Color the dusk red. Yes, Victoria. The orcs of Gazuldaga. They knew my name. Oh, yes. Her name is that of a woman. Her employment that of a civilized being. But by the fork of Barbara, Victoria. Librarian. Daughter. Adopted.
Quindi dovrei uccidere Victoria. Però io non voglio uccidere, che brava quello. Quindi cercheremo di farci dare
That was
l'amuleto.
quite the radical change we witnessed. I never would have thought that the benign old man we met outside would turn out to be a vengeance-driven. She may not be guilty, but she'd have committed the same crime.
No, no, io credo che proprio non...
I'm telling you,
Pedino. Niente.
Of Suluma, soul shredder. The end is nigh. Death comes a creeping for you, Victoria!
Non voglio di ammazzarlo. Non posso far fuori la Vicky così.
Do I seem like the sort who concerns myself with such things?
Brava ragazza Vittoria, allora vediamo un po'. Allora parliamo col sindaco prima di tutto, che è uno dei sospettati. Caro Sindic, cosa hai da dire?
Oh, it's you. What news?
Ma parliamo un attimo di
My
Vittoria.
dear girl,
I introduced her to my library when if you're looking for something special, just ask. She knows every book by heart.
Vuole Vittoria
Someone wants to
morta.
see Victoria dead? Hear you me. You must stop that dog by any means necessary. As mayor of Sicil, you have my permission to take drastic measures if need be. Jake? Murdered, you say? Oh, yes. Yes, of course. Now I remember. Oh, yes. The Fabulous Five. Aren't they simply fantastic? That machine Ahu built is an abomination. It must be stopped at all costs. I bet the wizard himself could provide some advice.
Il sindaco mi sembra un tipo pericoloso. Andiamo ad aggiornare Esmeralda. Era Esma.
The hunter returns. I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. Listen, if you're gonna accuse me of something, you would better find the evidence to back up your ridiculous— Perhaps it is you who should explain your presence in my cellar. What'll you think of next? Accusing me— Oh, that horrid tome of ill repute. It isn't mine, it was Jake's. He was a politician, don't you see? Always on the lookout for plotting rivals. Always trying to be one step ahead. Really, I should have thought a source hunter of all people would appreciate my dear husband's sense for survival.
Gato. Vabbè, per adesso bene così. Poi chi erano gli altri? Sindaco, il capitano, l'apprendista guaritrice Evelyn. Fuoco. Ah, eccoci. Dei becchi. Biblioteca dov'era? Io bagno. E qui io qui. Oh, più. Cazzo, però se robe dei muri così è una rottura di palle, di qua non si può passare, no. Forza giro. Adesso vado a fare due domande al capitano.
Have some pity. Noble spared. Will you spare a coin
Ah,
this
Monica.
time? Thank you, kind one.
Cos'è? Porta per uscire. Cazzo.
That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Attention!
You, again. Do feel free to depart from Sicil. Whom would you have the Legion arrest? The elf! What in the name of...
Nonsense. The man is just senile and quite harmless. Will you stop spouting lies? Or do you want to end up in jail yourself?
Non rompermi i coglioni. Voglio mandarlo...
No, no.
So, he wants you to kill that savage the mayor calls his daughter, does he? Hardly seems a crime to do so. As I suspected.
Robert il Becchino è morto.
Absolutely. Without his complicity.
Shame to arrest a man who buried so many legion.
È stato ucciso. Quindi servirebbero delle prove.
Source Hunter, welcome, welcome, by all means. Strangers leading orcs, humans, and yet I have heard rumors about a sect of sorts. I don't know quite what to make of this news, but of course, I hope your investigation... I can but piece together what few... They say a woman arrived in the King Crab Inn sometime after... I say man and woman because both of them were cloaked and recognized by none. About an hour later, another... It took a while for the landlord to pluck up the... How and why he came to be there, no one knows. But I had a good look around. I myself have none. Even though now it may well be established that she is in fact the guilty party. It might be a bit late to inspect the body, in that it has already been buried. It may be worth your while to spend. What might those be? One of them failed? Who is the... You know what? Here's the remote access device with which I use to control it. There's a manual.
Ah, mi ha dato un...
Yours, if you can find it. In truth, I don't know. The Legion did a good job keeping them at... Someone is responsible for the outbreak. Necromancers are at work, but who are they and where do they hide? Alas, a mere trifle for one with the intellect of a feline and the engineering skills of
di fonte magica distruttivo.
You basically construct a classic build. Unfortunately, that is absolutely correct. We've cordoned off the western beach where most orc activity has been reported. There's nothing of interest along the waterfront. But certainly. What would you like to know? Oh, but that's not a trick. It's a such magic is a gift, Hunter.
Come in un gatto.
To be out in the night. But of course it's handy to speak in more than meows. And I couldn't brew potions or... Oh, that'll never happen. Granted, a witch could make the polymorph permanent. I'm my own wizard, you know. And I don't intend to become anyone's familiar.
Allora, per adesso, dunque, mi ha dato il... Eh sì, era dove c'era il bestione. Mi ha dato il radiocomando. Purtroppo Robert è stato fatto fuori. La biblioteca dove cazzo? Adesso provo ad andare sotto. No, qui c'è.
You think that's funny, Private? Sir, no, sir.
Allora. Casa del cuore.
About face. To the barracks.
Vado al cimitero.
Greetings. These stores are for our Legion troops. Rivalon's finest work up my...
It's eating up.
Oh, I could do with a cold drink.
Sono vicino al fuoco, sei... Bastato.
Looks like that dog is awfully agitated.
Perhaps he wants to tell us something.
So many dead civilians. It's an honor to visit the fallen.
But theirs is not a sad fate, I think.
May the
To join the
seven
grass,
keep you.
to become food for the trees and flowers.
Andiamo.
What could be more peaceful?
Vediamo di sotterrare tutti i cadaveri.
Here lies James, as usual, the filthy fibber.
Ai ai ai. Che è questo? Vedi? Ha un bel po' di energia. I 3 danni da punto. Ah, c'è anche il cagnas. Era il cagnas che era in piedi. Oh, vengono tutti in corso. Che male. L'ha ammazzato il colpo. Cattivo, eh? Fai sca. Così. Piace per quel cane lì.
May the seven keep you.
Here lies David, who ran from the Reaper. You'll never catch me alive. Here lies Jake. Please do not disturb.
What trickery is this? That's not Jake.
It's a rotting sheep's
Cadavere di
corpse.
pecora.
It seems someone snatched Jake's body.
Rest in peace, darling.
Non posso prendere. No. Chiare. Ok.
Here lies David, who ran from the Reaper. You'll never catch me alive. Master of philosophy.
Prendi sotterrato tutti, boh.
Look here, even a sage and author as renowned as I is flat. Oh, I've written so many, there isn't a civilized soul alive that hasn't perused its profound pages, percolate. You can, and indeed you must. But alas, I was not buried with a printed version of that. Do you truly feel you are ready to prove
non
that
penso.
your refusal speaks greater volumes than my 10-part tome on the...
Per adesso no. No, chiaramente qualcuno va sul coma, che perché dobbiamo assolutamente trovare chi è stato portato.
Peace be with you, traveller. I once lived a prosperous life. Loni never recovered from the loss. And when a group of mercenaries, she were killed less than a week after she joined.
In memory of Loni, death lies on
Magari
her
si incazzerà,
like an
boh.
untimely frost upon the sweetest flower of all
Rest
the
in peace,
field.
darling.
Sì. No, sto facendo un disastro sto cimitero. Non volevo... Sto facendo fuori tutti. Per niente poi oltretutto. Mago. Vai, Dai. Devo vedere anche se i combattenti normali fa la differenza. Se contro i combattenti normali fa la differenza, cioè se con i combattenti normali fa la differenza colpire le spalle. Oh, terramento, perché si scivola, è ghiacciato. Grande. Quindi? Vabbè, devo portarli a dormire un'altra volta. Vabbè, proprio. E comunque un po' di energia ma lascio. No!
What do you think you're doing?
Fate is an ice-cold mistress.
Minchia, per un cuscino.
Ooh!
Chiesa abbandonata. Non avrei. Calda. Non è calda.
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. So, what piece of irrefutable evidence are you about to present me with? I am Esmeralda, wife of... Well, what do you want to know? Well, what do you want? Sicil. Now that's a... I'm telling you, Starstuck. Do you mean to imply he collected something dead? The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop. Well, what do you want to know? So, what piece of irrefutable evidence are you...
E quindi?
So, tell me, Septimus, would your wife or sweetheart be compensated by the Legion should tragedy befall you on the battlefield?
I suppose so, Milady. But seeing that I'm neither married, engaged, or I've never bothered to inquire.
Polite, handsome, and single. Don't go anywhere tonight, Legionnaire. I'd be afraid alone in the dark.
Legion's greetings, Hunter. You claim to possess evidence that implicates... Used for cookery, was it? Well, so it was Jake's? Of course. He read so fair a lady I have steadfast will I am sceptic. And what questions are those?
Vabbè, niente. Dov'è finita Smeralda? Proviamo.
The hunter returns. I hope you are here to shop rather than sleep. So, what piece of irrefutable evidence?
No. Quindi l'altra opzione è... Allora, proviamo. C'è un cadavere di pecora.
Can you spare a coin?
Basta, ho già dato il grano.
Sorry, sir.
You think that's funny, Private?
Sir, no, sir.
You, again. Do feel free to do... What about it? Well, have you found any incriminating evidence that it was stolen? Gods, what a fool that Roberts is! Taking a bribe in beleaguered old sight. He has a lot to answer for. But not as much as the one that did the bribing in the first place. Guess your mission is pretty clear, isn't it? Off you go to find this munificent body snatcher.
Bravo da accusare.
You dare stand here and accuse me of involvement in this? No, the source hunter. What about it? Well, have you found any incriminating? It was stolen? Yes, yes. Well, I assume Evelyn? Master Theriron's apprentice? Nice lass, huh? Brewed me a potion. You suspect the mayor? Dear me, you couldn't be further from the mark if you lay the blame on a paraplegic cow. The man raised a foundling orc out of the goodness of his heart.
Dove mi sta sui coglioni, non dà mai indicazioni, un cazzo. Anche questa Evelyn dov'è?
Sorry, sir.
E c'era la porta chiusa se non sbaglio.
Sorry, sir.
Una caverna è quella del... questione. La nostra è... non mi ricordo più se è qua. C'è la chiesa. Dovrebbe essere qua l'altra caverna. Dunque vediamo dov'è questa Evelyn. La trovo bene, se no vado, provo ad andare a sistemare il bestione meccanico. A proposito. Ah, eccolo qua. I pulsanti.
Who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the
Potrebbe essere anche la biblioteca. E non ho l'opzione per parlare con gli animali, altrimenti dai.
I've spotted something interesting.
Cosa? Bello.
You say you will take me under your wing, but I see no feathers. Are you a child of the birds? In truth, this is a relief. Your world is made with... And so the lonely babe was fed upon the wild... The wise godwolf Amira raised the child Threes among her litter. So you see, I have good...
The earth here seems to have been freshly fertilized and aerated.
We most certainly will not. We'll respect this gravesite by leaving it be.
All right.
Va bene,
You
dai.
step away from the grave.
Perde per adesso. Prima aveva detto che aveva trovato qualcosa, cos'era?
Shut tight.
E...
There must be some way to open this.
Ostras. Porta della casa... ecco la casa di Ellery. Anche scassino.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Heavenly hearing, delicious dawn of life. Come,
Casa di guarigione di Tyrion. Ah,
But
non c'ero ancora entrato
if I
qua.
were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage of
Ah, guarda, qua c'è delle pozioni,
perhaps the
signore.
stability could be increased by as much as threefold. Oh, a source hunter. Imagine that. No matter, no matter. Even if it couldn't spare its heartiest specimen, well, she certainly possesses a critical eye and an exact... I expect you'll be a very successful healer in a... Certainly, what would you like to know? The counselor. Terrible loss, that. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. I've applied myself to that. I declare it an act of the all... Me? Why, it was I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her... Not to mention that it's been my guidance. Yes. If that... She's in the other room as we speak. Perhaps you can prevail upon... She's gotten hold of a stone, supposedly capable of fantastic feats of healing. But she claims...
Ah, potrebbe essere le pietre di Jake.
Town, Silver Glen by name, and that an abbot there... Utter rubbish, I say. But for these blasted undead...
Healing stone. Interesting indeed.
Nothing sets me on edge like inexplicable magic.
so which of you is more deserving of life? Come, make your case. Excuse me, this is a private sick room. Who in the name of the Seven do you think you are? I'm sorry. It's this I'm an apprentice of the healing arts. Healing! But this decision feels like I've been racking my brain trying to decide on the best method to settle this grave situation. But perhaps it's better off in the hands of an esteemed sorcerer. Yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot. I myself was nothing if not skeptical of his, but it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to a useless... Is that so? Well, I handled the corpse myself, indeed. I arrived at the inn, where the body lay just where it had fallen. The injuries were like nothing I'd ever seen. A single inch. I personally delivered the corpse
Del
a short
becchino,
distance
quindi...
to the mortician's house. As you are? I thank you a million.
Ah no, cazzo, vabbè.
There's
Boris.
no way way Boris should receive that stone over Stephen. Think of Stephen's wife, his children, his grandchildren. If you'd like to kill Stephen, perhaps I'll let his family have at you when you deliver the news. I'll even loan his wife my favorite studded club.
Aia. Fregato. Niente.
All right. Well, Stephen, it is. Yes. No,
Thank
no,
the seven.
this is highly
Oh,
abnormal.
thank you.
What is this? This lightning.
Sorry,
Nuova stanza del tuo rifugio. Quale sarebbe il mio rifugio?
Sorry, friend. I wish
Thank you. Thank you eternally for your help. Though your reaction, that strange reaction you caused. Blue lightning from a healing stone. I've never seen anything.
Vuole parlare.
That relic of Evelyn's the so-called healing crystal. One look at that gem will be enough to convince me it's no force of good, but a bloodstone through and through. I know I'm not the most, well, circumspect sort of
Quindi Madonna è un
source
uomo.
hunter, but in this case, I feel we ought to tread carefully. Bloodstone is so named for a reason. If that stone is what I suspect, I wouldn't
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond grateful.
Sembra più pericolosa di quanto sembri, Evelyn. È chiaro.
I feel no pleasure in bidding you farewell, friend. Sorry, friend.
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter?
I don't know what I did to deserve this, but I'm beyond grateful.
Hello again. Terribly. That strange reaction you. I've been studying. Hello again. I've been studying and I've that strange.
Va bene, io direi che posso chiudere qui il video. La prossima volta... Allora, cos'è che possiamo fare? Vediamo un po'. Potrei... Vabbè, come prima cosa andare a beccare il bestione. Quindi partiamo da lì, poi vedremo, dai. Vediamo alla prossima.